Do you know anyone who built a business empire at the age of 64? Probably not. So let me ask you a different question. Do you know someone who spent more than 60 years facing failures, setbacks, disappointments, and financial struggles, and then suddenly became successful across continents? Sounds impossible, doesn't it? Yet that's exactly what happened. And the strange thing is that this isn't just a story about one man. It's a story about how startups are born, how businesses grow, how ordinary ideas become global brands, and why some people succeed when almost everyone else has already given up. But before we dive into that story, let me ask you something. What would you do if you reached retirement age with almost nothing to show for it? No successful business, no career growth, no financial freedom, no growing bank account, just a small monthly check and a lifetime of disappointments. Would you start over? Or would you tell yourself that your best years were already behind you? Most people would choose the second option. One man chose the first, and that decision would eventually place his face in thousands of locations around the world. But here's the mystery. His success didn't begin when he was young. It didn't begin when he had money. It didn't begin when he had powerful connections. In fact, it began at the exact moment most people stopped trying. Tell you what, if you met this man in his 20s, you wouldn't have predicted greatness. If you met him in his 30s, you still wouldn't have predicted greatness. Even in his 40s and 50s, there was nothing extraordinary about his life. Job after job, failure after failure, setback after setback. It was almost as if life had made a habit of testing him. And every time he thought he was making progress, something pushed him back again. Now here's a question. How many failures would it take before you gave up? 5, 10, 20? Because this man kept getting knocked down. And yet, he kept getting back up. Not because he had a perfect plan, not because he knew success was waiting, but because he refused to believe his story was over. And that mindset would eventually change everything. And then something happened that looked completely insignificant. A small roadside restaurant. Nothing special. No investors. No technology. No grand business strategy. Just hungry travelers and a man trying to earn a living. Yet hidden inside, that tiny restaurant was the foundation of a future empire. You see, customers weren't coming back because of the building. They weren't coming back because of the location. They were coming back because of one thing. The chicken. Again and again, people return for the same meal. And this is where many entrepreneurs miss the lesson. Most people fall in love with their ideas. Successful entrepreneurs fall in love with customer behavior. Customers vote with their wallets. And these customers were voting loudly. Without realizing it, he had discovered something every startup founder dreams about. Product market fit. The market had already validated his product. People wanted it. They paid for it. And they kept coming back. Then disaster struck. A new highway was built. Traffic changed. Customers disappeared. Sales collapsed. Imagine spending years building a business only to watch it crumble because of a decision you couldn't control. Most people would see that as the end of the story. And honestly, it would have been understandable. By now he was in his 60s, an age when most people think about retirement. Not expansion, not entrepreneurship, not taking risks. But here's something I've noticed. Many successful businesses are born during moments that look like disasters. Because when your old path disappears, you're forced to find a new one. And that's exactly what happened. With very little money left, he made a decision that changed everything. Instead of selling chicken, he decided to sell a system. Think about that. He wasn't asking, how many restaurants can I build? He was asking, how many restaurant owners can use what I've already built? That's a completely different way of thinking. He packed his bags, traveled from town to town, walked into restaurants, met owners, explained his recipe, showed his process, and offered them a deal. Use my method, use my recipe, and pay me a small fee. Most people said no. Some laughed. Others weren't interested. But a few said yes. And that's all he needed. Because great businesses don't need everyone. They just need enough people. But the most valuable part of this story isn't the chicken. It's the lesson. Most entrepreneurs spend months asking, what product should I create? A better question is, what problem have I already solved? Colonel Sanders didn't scale because he had a brilliant business idea. He scaled because customers had already proven they wanted what he offered. The market told him what worked. Then he expanded. That's a lesson many startups still ignore today. If you're thinking about starting a business, look around you. People complain every day about services, about technology, about delays, about inefficiencies. Hidden inside those complaints are opportunities. The biggest companies in the world didn't become successful because they created products. They became successful because they solved problems. The bigger the frustration, the bigger the opportunity. The strange thing about Colonel Sanders' story is that he didn't succeed because he started early. He succeeded because he started again. Most people think success belongs to the young. History tells a different story. Success often belongs to the people who refuse to quit after everyone else has stopped trying. The world remembers KFC, but KFC began with a man who simply refused to believe that his story was over. If you enjoyed this story and learned something valuable about business, startups, or money, don't forget to like and share this video. And if you want more powerful stories about business legends, financial lessons, entrepreneurship, and the hidden journeys behind extraordinary success, subscribe to The Plain Sense. We work hard to bring you motivational stories and practical money lessons because everyone deserves access to knowledge that can change their future.